Hello CIS scholars. So scholars, have you all started reading chapter 11, The Freedom Struggle? Yes, that's good. Now this is a time to continue the same chapter. So let's see what we have in this video. So in the previous video, I have discussed about the early phase of freedom struggle where I have talked about the Indian National Congress when it was formed in 1885 in Bombay. Okay. And I have talked about the early leaders of Congress who were these Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Dada Bhai Nauroji and Surendranath Banerjee, right? And there were also new members of INC and we call them Lal Bal Pal. Okay, Lal is Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal is Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Pal is Bipin Chandra Pal. And I have already discussed about some of the facts related to Lal Bal and Pal. So let's talk about more of the early phase of the freedom struggle. So in 1905, there was one thing which was occurred that was the Lord Curzon. He was the Viceroy of India. Okay, and he applied one policy in Bengal, that is divide and rule. Fine. So what he did under this policy, he divided the Bengal into two provinces. In one provinces there was a majority of people who were Hindus, and in the other provinces the majority of people were Muslims. Okay, now what exactly was the reason for this partition? He thought that if they divide the Bengal into two provinces, then it would help the British to govern the provinces easily. That's why he did so. Fine. Now there is another event which was occur in the early phase, that was the formation of Muslim League. Okay, so in 1906 the Muslim League was formed, and it was another political organization. Fine. And who was the leader of Muslim League? Nawab Salimullah Khan of Dhaka. Fine. Now later Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he also joined the Muslim League in 1913. So this was two important event that was occur in the early phase. Now the question arises here, that are the people happy with the partition of Bengal? Yes? No. People are not happy, and thousands of people protested against the government. So what did they do? क्या किया उन्होंने? So the answer was that the two important movements were launched in Bengal after the partition. What was these movements? One is Swadeshi movement, other is boycott movement. Okay, and what was the main principle? The main principle of these movements were to use Indian made goods, we call them Swadeshi products, and boycott the British, okay, or foreign products. Now for this, people made huge bonfires and burnt British goods, and they wore clothes that were made in India. Okay, now what was the result of these two movements? The result was that government was forced to reunite these two provinces in 1911. So the provinces which was made by Lord Curzon in 1905, again government got so much pressure from this movements that they forced to reunite these two provinces and make it one in 1911, right? So these were all about the important events that was occur in the early phase. Fine. Now apart from these movements, there are some social reforms also. Okay, so let's talk about the social reformers. Fine. Now the social and religious reforms were also being carried out in India during that era, and the main aim of these social reforms were to bring about changes in the Indian society. Now there were few reformers, their names are written. One is Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Dayanand Saraswati, Swami Vivekanand, Sir Syed Ahmed Khan, Pandita Ramabai, and Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Okay, so what did they do? These reformers, they spoke against child marriage, sati pratha, and caste system. Fine. So they just wanted to bring some changes in the Indian society. As you can see the picture, this is a picture of Raja Ram Mohan Rai, and he was Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, and I hope that all of you know the name of this personality, Swami Vivekanand. Okay, so this is all about this. Now, what is, I hope that in this video you get the information of three, four important things. One is in 1905, Bengal was divided into two provinces by Lord Curzon. Second is the formation of Muslim League. Third is Swadeshi and boycott movement. And there were certain social reforms also. Okay, in the early phase. Now in the next video, I am going to discuss about the Gandhian phase of freedom struggle. By the time, what you have to do, you have to read this chapter, especially page number 106, and enjoy the video. Thank you.